So as for the latest version of React, we are allowed to directly return arrays in the render. So this is something that we could not do with React 15, but now the 16th version it's out, so we can do it. So let me show you first with the old ways. Let me show you the old way, and then we'll just refactor to the new way. And of course, all the ways are valid. So I'm going to go to the posts.js, and inside posts, we just have 3 links. Same example than before. Didn't change anything. So I'm going to go right here, and inside, I'm going to create just an object, an array of objects. So I'm going to say const, and I'm going to say IDs. It's going to be equal to an array, and inside, I'm going to create the ID for each element. Right here we have the post 1, 2, 3, and then the name of the link. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say ID, and then name is going to be equal to post 1. Now we need 3 links, so I'm going to say comma, paste, and then of course comma and paste again. I'm going to change this 2 and 3, and same thing right here, 2 and 3. Good. We have our array. So now right here, what we need to do something else on this. So we needed to create a variable that hosts a function, and this function is going to return the list. It's going to loop the array and then return each link. So I'm going to say IDs, and of course to loop a list, we're going to be using map. And of course map is a method, and this one is going to take one item on each iteration, and then it will return the contents. So I'm going to say return, and then open and close. Good. So now here we need to return one thing, so I'm going to wrap everything inside a span. And right here we need to pass each link. So we're going to say link, just like that. And remember that at the top you're importing link from React Router DOM. So I'm going to say link, and each link, each item that we return from a map, in this case, needs to have a key. So we're going to say item.key, item.id, sorry. And then of course, a space, we need to pass the 2 because we have a link, and we're going to say item.id, just like that. Okay, so sorry, made a mistake. The key is going to be inside the actual element, the parent element, the one that it's containing. So in this case, it's going to be the span. So after the 2, what we need to do, we need to close the link, just like that. And right here, we need to pass the name. So it's going to be item.name. Good. And then I'm just going to add just a break. Let me add it right here. Break, open, and close. Okay, that's good. So now what we need to do, we need to make a reference to this loop. It's going to enter the map, it's going to enter the IDs, and for each item, it's going to return a span with a link. So we did this in the past. I'm going to go right here, going to open and close, and make a reference to list. Okay. So if I go to post, we are getting each link, post 1, post 2, and everything else. So everything works this way. Now we are using React 16, so there's kind of no need to create a variable to host a map. What we can do it directly in the return statement. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna copy the whole ID.map, and then I'm just gonna comment everything. And I'm going to go right here at the return, and what we just paste it. And if we reload the application, we are getting the same exact result. So that works. So remember to always return the key of the main item on each iteration. Good. So now we can do more. So I'm going to create a variable. Let me just delete this. Either way, you have the code right here. And I'm going to comment the ID too as well. I'm just going to delete all of this. So what we can do as well with the React 16, we can return an array. So I'm going to open and close an array after the return, and I'm going to say hello, comma, and then just a space. I am, just like that, space, and just 3 values, an array with 3 values, a React app. So if I save this, it's going to reload and it's going to render all the values we have on the array. So this one works as well. And if you think about it, this right here, it's a value. So it's converting the value and outputting text. Good. So what we can do, instead of returning this, we could wrap everything inside a div, and it's going to be translated to JSX. So let me just do it right now. It's going to be div, and I'm just going to replace this and do the same thing with the other ones. Okay, so let me add a space. I'm going to save it, and we get the same thing. Hello, I am a React app. And notice that right here that we are getting an error message. Each child in array should have a key. So again, whenever we are returning a list of things, we always need to add a key for each element. So, same thing. I'm going to say key, and the problem right here is that we need to hard code the key. I'm going to do the other one and just the other one. And the keys are unique. Okay, so if I save it, reload it, we are not getting the error message, and we get the actual result. Okay, that's good. Let's keep moving forward. We're gonna move to HOCs. They're not gonna be that easy to understand because we have many ways to use high order components, HOCs. But we're gonna do a few things. It's gonna get a little bit confusing, so you need to put your thinking hat on. Okay, let's go to the next one.